I'm very privileged to be joined on a day like this with this news break by India's most well-known and regarded IPS officer, Dr. Kiran Bedi. She's been in charge of Tihar jail, of the Delhi police, of prison reforms, of many of the things that explode with questions today. Dr. Bedi, good to see you after a long time. Thank you for your time. At this time, I want to throw it open to you, ma'am, first. To the question that everybody has immediately when they see this clip. This is a phone call, ma'am, made from within Tihar jail. How does this kind of thing happen?
Well, this happens if you do not have particularly superintendents of the jail with integrity. If they are not the right kind of people, then you can have this repeatedly. The answer lies in having the right kind of superintendents of the jail. Because he is the king, he is in charge. All others are supervisory. All others will come and go inside the prison for a patrolling or an inspection or checkup. But the key person to be held accountable is the superintendent of the jail. And if he does not want such a thing to happen, he can lodge these gangsters in such a way and ensure the mulaqat in such a way, court hearings in such a way that they can't do anything. The main thing is the lodging. Have these gangsters been lodged, one, to a cell? And number two, have they been monitored closely by the kind of visitors they get? Three, are they being monitored on the calls they're making? Fourth, are they served properly, frisking, etc. before coming in and out? Fifth, when they are being produced in the court, what is happening? So if the lodging is correct, then these things cannot happen. So really the person to be held accountable for such happenings if they happen, because these are all subject to verifications and investigations, then it is the superintendent of the jail. If we have not the right kind of people there, you will have these problems repeatedly. And unfortunately, the feedback I have is that we are not posting the right kind of people as superintendents of the jails. We are not. We are just sending people who probably have doubtful or are not professionally as sound as the challenge requires. To my mind, this is the key.
Dr. Bedi, what's disturbing about this particular case? We've all become cynical, watching prison movies and things like that, with prisoners having access to, comforts and facilities like phones, etc., if they are able to, build a kind of network with the superintendent, as you rightly said. But my question to you, ma'am, is this particular case has alarmed a lot of people because this was literally a supari. This is a well-known gangster, big network, big access. Actually ordering a murder and then taking confirmation really coolly from within jail, ma'am.
Shiv, the point I've told you again, look, this has got exposed. Many others may not have got exposed. So what do you do with it? The point is, the moment you have an unreliable or unprofessional superintendent as a leader of a prison, many things would have happened. This has got exposed, many others are not getting exposed. And the feedback is that the quality of leadership which we are posting is not through proper screening. And officers who we must post, I don't know, the point is person to person. But I think we have to be very careful. Who do we post there? Because look at the consequences. When the superintendent system fails or he does not lodge properly, the key is lodging. The key is visitation, as I've explained. The key, and why don't we do more of video? Why allow them? Why not do video conferencing? And allow a minimum situation by which they go to court, because that's where also contamination happens. So I think the key is we need to relook at the way we are posting superintendents of the jails. Who is posting them? What kind of background checks we do? What kind of selections? Is it an individual choice or is it a committee which selects? So that, and then the supervisor. Both. The key is superintendents and even the DIG. But the key is superintendent. Lodging is critical. I remember, I'm sorry to say that, but I do remember how we had posted every gangster, one to a cell, and we made sure everything reaches and they don't contaminate. One to a cell. Took us to court. Do you know those people took us to court, to the Honorable Delhi High Court, and the High Court ruled that there's no violation of human rights. when such people on these grounds have been kept one to a cell. And finally, these people gave up to say, all right, please help us out. So then we brought counselors for them, and we brought a major general counselor. He was very good. So what I'm saying, gangsters have to be lodged very strictly under strict watch, and there can be no contamination. And if they go to courts, then we have to make sure what kind of environment, secure environment we ensure. So Shiv, that's the key. Key is the leader.